The object of Taxi Chronicles is to allow real riders with real stories share their experience and enhance your life. So sit back and enjoy the journey. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we have two Americans in the car, all the way from Arizona. We've got Tara and TJ.
There you go, you got it.
Yes, we got it finally, it's out there. We have a massage therapist and we have a musician.
Yeah.
And we're just going to find out what drives them and what motivates them. So nice to have you here today.
Oh, likewise.
First of all, how did you find England? I know you just got off the plane. I see you, Tara, looking around, doing that little tourism pigeon head thing. What are you thinking? What are you thinking so far?
I just seen mountains of trees.
Okay.
It's great. We don't have a lot of greenery in Arizona. It's a big desert. So
I hear you. Well, I know you're going on to Budapest, so without further ado. So, music.
Mm-hmm.
What's the instruments you play?
I play several instruments. I primarily teach guitar, piano, and voice. Those are the main three that I stick with.
Okay. And was your parents into music?
Not my parents, however, their relatives. My dad in particular has some siblings who did pretty well with music. And I figure, I don't normally jump into this just meeting people, but you'd probably find this interesting. My uncle is a guy named Jonathan Kane who plays in the group Journey.
Journey?
Yeah, so if you know Don't Stop Believin' and all that stuff, that's my uncle playing keyboard.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So you had a motivator. Did your uncle teach you?
He didn't, but my dad, I think, always wanted to do what his brothers did, so he made me do it.
So he was the younger one.
Yeah, my dad was the youngest of all of them. But he definitely pushed me to do it because he saw how well it did for his brothers.
And now you're a professional with a business.
Yeah, that's, I'll take the word professional. No, yeah, definitely. I teach and perform and things like that.
Okay.
we met, he gave me bass lessons.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how the two of us met.
So you're a Bonnie and Clyde team then. so when you get stressed, you know where to go. You get your massage.
Yeah.
So tell us about your why massage.
Why massage?
Yeah.
So, when I was going to college, I had no idea what I was doing. So I just started thinking of things that make me happy. And when I was younger, my mom always came home. She was in the food industry as well. So she'd always ask me for massages, and that's what made me feel the best about myself, was being able to help others. So figured I'd give it a shot in college, and it ended up working out pretty well.
Okay.
I thought I was going to get into the foofy spa massages like touch, but I really like to do the more like medical stuff and release people's muscles, actually help them.
Oh, like a sports massage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are the best ones. They can be a bit painful, but
They're very painful,
But
yeah.
afterwards,
It's worth it.
Most beneficial.
Yeah. I see. What? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been doing that for about 6 years now, I think.
Okay.
6,
So
7.
this question goes out to both of you. What have you learned about the industry you're in that you wish you knew when you had started?
Well, that's a really good question. Well, as far as music goes, let's see here. I wish I had known to just put things out in the open more often. As soon as you're done working on something, figure out how to get people to hear it. Don't hide it away for years and years and, wait till later, but just put stuff out as you're making it and keep your progress that way.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would say, as far as massage goes, I was working for a chain for a while, and I think I would have been much happier if I had just gone on my own. Just had more confidence to go on my own earlier on. Works out way better for you. It's better for yourself, better for your money, better for your time. So.
TJ, you've gone on your own with the music industry. How long were you in the music industry till you went on your own? What motivated you to go on your own?
Well, I definitely grew up very influenced by rock and pop music, and so as a teenager, once I really could play, I think I started looking to a lot of my musical role models, and so I think around that age I started trying to play in groups and see what I could perform just by myself. But the majority of what I have done has been in a group setting where I play with a band.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So Tara, with the massage industry, what's been the most difficult thing that you've had to overcome?
That's a good question. Honestly, it hasn't been too strenuous, aside from, the wear on my wrists and having to cut back from that. I had a pretty big fear of feet at the beginning. Had to get over that pretty quickly.
No, we're not skimming over that. How do you get scared of someone's feet? Were you kicked by someone as a child or something?
No, it looks like a bunch of extra little limbs.
Okay.
But no, I got over it real quickly. At the end of the day, it's still a person.
And you have them on yourself as well, I assume? Yeah. Okay.
But going back to back, that was my hardest thing, is being able to do, 6 hours in a row without a break.
Okay. So TJ, what skills do you need to teach people music?
Patience. Above all, patience. Much like you had waiting on us to find your car this afternoon. But no, just it's a long process. The learning curve is different for everyone and can be more or less steep depending on the instrument and that person's personality and even their body. Like some people, children with smaller hands are going to have to grow into their instruments.
So you teach many children?
Yeah, a good amount. I would say it's even between children and adults, but yeah, definitely those starting lessons with young kids can be challenging. If they can't stretch, from a 1 to a 5 on the piano, or if they have a hard time holding down a string on the guitar, that's all tough.
Well, they even have to want to do it as well. That's probably the biggest thing.
It's a lot of children are just put into lessons, I think, to have an activity chosen by their parents. But it's a special breed to find someone who wanted to do it.
Just to interrupt, if you're into horses, there's a big horse show going on over there.
Yeah, I noticed.
People from Texas. So in the massage business, you're going on your own. Are you going to be teaching young people like your husband?
Oh, I'm not going to be teaching anyone. I'm still just going to be doing like house calls. We're just about to move into a place where we'll have our own room to just do it right out of our apartment. Just give massages, give music lessons out of one room.
Okay, so you're gonna do a collaboration.
Yeah.
If you strain your fingers, you can go in the next room.
That's a great idea.
It's a music spa.
Okay. What does the future hold for the two of you?
Well,
and more importantly, before I ask that, where did you two meet and how did you meet?
That's a great question. Well, I think Tara briefly mentioned I was in a bad way physically and needed massages, and in a bad way with her bass guitar and needed to learn how to play it.
Yeah. So I was friends with one of his previous students, and he introduced us. One of his shows, actually. Okay. And I had gone to a few of his shows before, so I was like, oh yeah, it's this guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're running out of time. You've been great guests.
Oh, thanks.
Where can people find you social media wise?
Well, I'm not on a whole lot of social media personally. However, I play in a band called Playboy Man Baby.
Okay.
We are very active on social media, especially our singer Robbie.
Is that the name of the IG, like Instagram, YouTube?
Absolutely.
Playboy Man
Playboy
Baby.
Man Baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely going to be written in the bit down below. And Tara, where can we find you?
Nowhere.
Okay, just strictly house schools. Okay, no problem. Well, apart from that, thanks a lot, and we wish you well.
Thank you so much.
And to our listeners out there, do not forget to listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where we interview people from around the world who've invested in Africa. We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day, as well as vlogging on our social media channels. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode.